All right, you guys, what is up? Thank you for joining me for Go for No. A few things before we get started is just that massive success does not come without great failure. And what I mean by that is anyone in the history of being successful has failed numerous times because what is shown publicly has been practiced in private relentlessly. So, with that being said, in order for you to show up on leaderboards and have this massive success in this business, you have to double your efforts, 10x your efforts, right? So what I mean by that is if you're showing at Success Club 6, you know you didn't send 3 invites, you probably sent 30 or 60, right? That's how we hit Success Club. So this Go for No campaign that we're doing today is 100 no's. And very successful people in network marketing business in the network marketing business do this on the regular. So it's something if I hadn't hit Success Club in the beginning of my business when I first started, the Go for No campaign was my go-to. You can ask Victoria. She's one of my oldest coaches. She is in this group. She can remember me constantly telling her to go for no. Have you done your 100 no's? Have you done your 100 no's? Because if you haven't done that, in reality, you guys, this business is a numbers game. If you are not putting out the number of invites, I mean, you're going to get no, right? So you have to 10x. If you need to hit 3 or 5, or if the goal is 20, you may need to send out 2,000 invites in a month, right? It's all numbers. So if you were to send 100 invites, you are bound to get 3 yeses. So I do have a sample invite and follow-up that I'm happy to throw out here for you. It's on my notepad, so I'm not going to put it in the comments because you also can't copy that from the recording, but I will post it in this thread, okay? So the very first thing I do when I'm doing 100 No's campaign is I take out a trusty notebook. Now, I know there's collections in Instagram and there's all these awesome tools that you guys can use to send out 100 invites today. But at the end of the day, let's go back to the old school way. You draw a line down your paper and you number it. And college rule is 1 through 30, 31 and 31 through 62. This one page will get you over halfway through your invites, okay? So you've done the power hour. You guys know what you're doing as far as invites go. The problem is you don't want to do it. So I am going to challenge you to send out 100 invites. Now it's probably going to be more like 120, 150, maybe 200 because you are going for 100 no's, okay? So whoever hits 100 no's first, maybe there'll be a prize. But you can't count any other no's you've already gotten this week. This starts right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into your social media platform, okay? And sorry, I had some text messages. That's why. Squirrel, turn off all your notifications. Go into Instagram. And maybe you have been following people and adding them into collections. This is when you can utilize your collections. So that's what I do. I will go to my saved items on Instagram, and I have all these different collections, and I have March potentials. Because what I'm going to be doing right now is inviting to my March Forward Bootcamp. So I'm just going to go to each of these people that I have been loving on for the last 2 weeks, commenting on their photos, everything you're supposed to be doing in your business activity tracker, right? With your connections and what you're doing. And I'm going to then go and send each of them this message. And remember, I'll post this in the thread once I upload this video. But it's, hey, How have you been doing? I've been thinking of you because you were interested in one of my groups, but it wasn't the right time. And I totally know how that goes. But I've got this new March Forward boot camp coming up to help you get going on your goals. So you stick to it and make it a lifestyle. Does it sound like something you'd like to snag a spot in? That's all I'm sending. Now, I may get 50 ghosts. I may get 25 no's, which I'm on my way to 100 then, right? So you guys, make whatever you're inviting to. Maybe it's a free group, right? Maybe it's a coach sneak peek, which there's a big one coming up in Diesel Nation, or you can run your own. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you're inviting to as long as you're sending the invite, because you are connecting. People are going to start reaching out and following you, and you're planting seeds for the future. So that is the invite I'm going to send, and I am going to send that to my 62 people. I'm going to write down their names so that I have a visual, okay? Now, if you don't want to write it down, I get it. You can totally keep track however you want. I just love the visual because when I fill this paper, I feel so dang accomplished, okay? And then I'm going to give you the follow-up. So it's going to be super simple, right? Okay, so when they go, sure, I'd love more info or something, you know, you have to make that invite your own. Maybe instead of say, sound like something you'd want to snag a spot in for the group, maybe you say, is it something that you want more info on? However it works for your wording and your vocabulary. And then we're going to say, this is for my ladies who really want to make healthy and fit their lifestyle. That is, get off the darn roller coaster, let go of the excuses, and make it happen for you. So here's what you're going to get. Community of like-minded, busy ladies who are all struggling to make time for themselves, to improve their health, and find themselves again. Coaching from me and my team that will help you put together a simple plan for nutrition, fitness, and mindset. I'm going to challenge you, but also cheer you on every day. So I'm kind of giving them bullet points, which I will post this in the comments for you guys and in the thread. But we're going to go on about accountability, and we're going to go on about mindset of what they get, okay? So once you send those out, you also will have a follow-up, okay? So you have your invites and your follow-ups. I'm giving that to you. So make it your own and then send it. We're going to probably do 2 sheets, and we probably won't stay on because we have like 4 business or power hours going. But I'm going to roll out how you do this, and then I want you guys to go do the darn thing. So I'm going to give you the invite that you're going to tweak to make yours. I'm going to give you the follow-up that you're going to tweak to make yours. And then you're going to go send it however many times it takes to get 100 no's. If you get yeses in there, keep going, because the goal is 100 no's. And I think it's super important that we talk about why we go for no. I mean, everyone's like, shouldn't we be going for yes? But at the end of the day, you guys, I've already touched on that it's a numbers game. And if you get 100 no's, you're bound to have gotten 10 yeses. But if you go for no, you are getting very, very, very familiar with every stinking objection on the planet. So this is also a great way to use your muscles, just like we do in our workouts, to use your brain muscle of how you are going to start combating objections. Because you're going to get, we all know it, you're going to get the money one. Now, I'm speaking on the Diamond Push literally like every week about financial objections. And at the end of the day, you guys, I am baffled that so many of you get that money objection all the time. Because in my business, I combat that objection in my stories and in my posts. So my clients and my followers know that that isn't even an objection option. And granted, I've been doing this a while, but I talk so much about the darn value of our product, what the training, like literally those celebrity trainers, I myself am anywhere from $55 to $100 an hour when I train at the gym. You guys, they get a whole year's worth of workouts that they could work out 7 days a week if they wanted for $100. If we don't start talking about the value they're getting in our posts, in our invites, in our stories, you are always going to have a money objection. So that's the first one. You're going to get a lot of money objections. The other one you're going to get is time. And we're going to talk about that in our invite, in our stories, okay? Because you're going to go for 100 no's starting right now and go for them 100 today. Well, in the meantime, you're going to have to post in your stories. You're going to have to make a post on Facebook. You're going to have to post on Instagram, right? And combat some of these objections. Maybe send out, 25 invites and see what your biggest objection is. And then go back and make a post or talk about it in your stories in a way that it's like the preamble to the objection, so that they can't even, the next 25 can't have that objection. Okay? So what I mean by that, we went over the money one. Time. They're like, girl, I would love to do what you do or join your group, but I don't have time for that in like 30 minutes. That's your lunch break. That's your kid's nap time. Like, you could run home and make yourself a priority for 30 minutes. It takes you longer to pick out what to wear in the morning. If you were very diligent with your time, you have 30 minutes. And like I have said on numerous calls that I've talked on and in this group, I am not the fluff coach. I am results-based, no excuses, no BS, tough love kind of person. So that's my language of how I speak to my followers. If that's not you, by all means, do not go out and just night and day change. So you'll have to construct it to yourself of what you talk and how you speak to your clientele, right? But at the end of the day, you need to be combating the excuses you're getting within your stories and your posts so that they are no longer an excuse when you send the invite. Okay, let's say you start doing that and you're combating it in your stories and in your posts and you still get those. Now, because you're going to be sending you're going for 100 no's, so you're probably going to have to send like 200 invites or something crazy to get those 100 no's, you will have worked that muscle so well in response to the excuses that your response will become second nature. That's why we do this. We are drilling home the response of, I don't have enough money for that. You are drilling home the response of, I don't have time. Girl, I could never do what you do. I won't drink a protein shake. I don't want to work out at home. I don't have the space. Whatever excuses you're getting, start thinking about all the excuses you had in the beginning and start forming your posts and your stories around those. So if you guys need help with the excuses that you're getting, post those excuses in the thread so that I can help you construct a response that combats that objection. Number one, like we said, was money. When you start talking about the value, people will have that excuse less. Let's say you still get, girl, I get it all the time. I'm so broke. I'm like, well, I hate that you're in that position, but at the end of the day, this is something you definitely want to save for. Not only are you going to get a whole year's worth of workouts from the world's top trainers that would charge over $300 to $500 an hour, you're going to get over 700 workout programs by their expertise for less than $100 a year. Now, if you're going for the challenge pack, which we obviously are for Success Club, I would definitely word that as you're going to get all that for $160 a year. It just so happens that this month I'm including the combo box of Shakeology and an additional box of pumpkin spice. And because I'm trying to fill my group before the end of the month so we kick off strong in March, I'm also going to offer $10 off for the next 3 people that do it today. I know $150 sounds like a lot of money to you right now, but girlfriend, if you could cut back on anything else and get that money together maybe by Friday, you would be making a life-changing investment in your health. Guys, it's all in how we talk about it, okay? Was that not just, I'm just talking from my heart. That's not even written down, Like, that's what I would say to someone who just gave me the I'm broke. So the next one is time. My day is this, I get this one all the time. my day is slammed from 4 in the morning with work and school activities, and I'm a college student, and I'm X, Y, and Z, and I have this, and plus the job, and I work another job. There is just no time for a workout. Well, it just so happens I have this awesome 20-minute program that you could totally do on your lunch break. And with that, even if it's only 6 days a week, and even if you had to skip a workout, what if I gave you everything you needed nutritional wise that you could get results even if you couldn't make a workout? Would you be willing to invest $150 in yourself and in your health and fitness to get amazing results? You only need to set aside 20 minutes a day, 6 days a week, and we could construct that around your weekend or days that you have less going on. Would you be able to commit to that? If they still say no, offer lift 4. Well, if 6 days is too much because you don't have time, what if we got you into a program that was 30 to 40 minutes a day, but only 4 days a week? Would that be beneficial? Okay, so those are like the 2 main objections, time and money, because we all need more of those things. So those are the ones I'm going to touch on with what I gave you in there. Your next thing is going to be Go for No. You need 100 of them. This is a campaign that doesn't stop until you hit 100. So I know that some of you have other things going on today besides working your Beachbody business, but the sooner you hit 100 no's, the sooner you will hit Success Club. So for those of you on the call, does anyone have any questions? Also, I mean, if you don't have any questions maybe about the Go for No campaign, do you have any struggles? Is there anything I can help you combat before I turn you loose with your 100 no's? Hi, Walkie girl. I miss ya. Because I honestly, when I have not hit Success Club in the month, this is how I work my business. This is what I do. This is what I go back to every single time. And if I don't have 100 names on a piece of paper, 2 columns, this is 62, so I always actually go for more than 100 because it ends up being front and back, and it's 124. However, if I don't fill that piece of paper, I have no excuse as to why I have not hit Success Club. Okay, like I said, I will reiterate, I am the no excuses, tough love kind of coach. And when my girls come to me and say Success Club just hasn't happened, I want to see 124 invites. And if you've done that and still not hit Success Club, I'm going to wonder what your follow-up sounds like. Okay, so I will go ahead and post your invite. Hi, good to see you. I will go ahead and post an invite in the message thread. I will get this video up, and I will post a follow-up for you too. You guys tweak it, make it your own, and literally, let's go send some invites and get 100 no's. Sound good? All right, kiddos. Have a great day.
Thank you.
I'm off to the gym. I will see you soon.